Okay, so I didn't make an announcement or anything. I know it's Wednesday and it's not a weekly reading, so it's just gonna be like an open what comes out. So I'm gonna kind of do it a little different just because your girl just got home and I'm kind of tired, kind of hungry, just a combination of things. So we are going to just see what's going on with Capricorn because I think I can't even remember if I did a reading last week, but yeah, we just gonna see what's going on. So I'm gonna use, of course, my favorite. I like these ones, and then I'm gonna use a love one. These are special to me because that's the name of my daughter. So I thought that was cute. But this says edition two, so I guess they have two versions. So we shall see. Um, I'm gonna wait. I hope I put this as live. Hold on. Okay. I'll just make sure I did live. So before I get started, I wanted to talk. I don't know if some of y'all watch like Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that, but I guess because I'm an adult and I've experienced life, like I'm just really tired of those women begging, hey Mo, I'm tired of the women begging the guys to act right and all this other stuff. And I had a conversation with my coworker today, and I told her, which is very known to everybody else, if people know what they're doing. Let's just leave it at that. People know what they're doing. You don't have to constantly tell them or prove to them. They know exactly what they're doing. So if they're being hateful towards you, they know what they're doing. If they're cheating on you, they know what they're doing. Like there's no in between. So that's kind of the direction I feel that this hey Capricorn 90, thank you. That this reading might go on, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just saying that's something that popped up today. I'm just really tired of seeing Rashida blaming. I know this ain't the channel for that, but I'm tired of hearing her complain about the Jasmine girl. And it's like, you still gonna stay with him? Like, it's just too much. And then, like, Kendra complaining to Jock, who has like 5 million kids. It's just too much seeing grown women, especially like seasoned and business type grown women, begging these men to act right. It just really don't sit right with me. But that's just a personal opinion. Y'all can take it however you need to. I'm just saying that's how I feel. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna do just an overall, and then some cards about the love portion. I'm really getting tired of that too. Not that I'm like not caring about love. It's just going on YouTube. It's constant, the same stuff over and over again. And I think that's why I have to take a break sometimes. But it is what it is, I guess. So let me go ahead and sorry, y'all. I work in an environment where some of the people smoke, and it's getting my allergies acting up. And I still watch the show, like, don't get me wrong. And I might put this on my other channel. Because I know it's not really, it kind of is spiritual, but yeah, it's just entertainment for me at this point. All right. So let's see what is going on with Capricorn. So this isn't a weekly. This is just a midweek check-in because I missed the first 2 days. Like, I wasn't feeling it yesterday or Monday, so that's why. All right, so let's see what we got going on for Capricorn. I should have got some water before starting. All right, so what's going on with Capricorn at this time, currently? What does Capricorn need to know currently? Damn, we got two, so I guess I'll go ahead and take them. So we have Fill Your Cup. And then we also have Momentum. So it says Taxi, Manifest. It also has number 7 dice. So both of these are, it looks like female, doesn't have to be, but it's a person that's turning their back towards something and going somewhere else. So I feel at this time, Capricorn, a lot of you are kind of just, could be emotional just because of the water aspect, but a lot of you are just trying to sow into yourself and see what you want to do that's going to work out in for your benefit. And I feel like this is actually a positive thing, and this is something that has been actually building up to this point, because clearly we do have momentum. So a lot of the things that you guys want for yourself, whether that be a career, you know, a place to stay, a positive relationship, you're headed in that direction by doing things for yourself. So for instance, maybe before you were constantly begging people, and that kind of ties into what I was saying about the love and hip hop, where you were constantly begging for people's attention, their affection, um, asking people like, hey, you know, is there something I did wrong? Just trying to get confirmation from people. And I feel like a lot of you are turning your back to that and understanding that they know what they're doing. And so that's what I feel is the topic. And that's what I said earlier, that people who do you dirty, who make you feel some type of way, who don't have a positive vibe to them, they know exactly what they're doing. And it's not for you to try to decipher and figure out how do I make it better. Leave them where they're at. If they want to act like assholes, go ahead and let them act that way. And that's kind of what I feel at this point, that a lot of you maybe have bottled up your emotions about things, and now you're at a place where you're focused on your future. And you might see that when you start distancing yourself from individuals who don't mean you any good, your life actually takes a turn for the better. So that's what I see here. Thank you, Nikki. I just started. I just actually was talking, and I was gonna say yapping. I know some other readers do like story time. I might do that one day. We'll see. But that's what I see that you guys are doing. And this is actually a positive thing, and it's giving me positive vibes because you're not allowing your emotions to control you. You're able to be vulnerable, but not to a point where people walk all over you. So that's a good thing in my eyes, Capricorn. And this actually, for some reason, looks like Dallas. I don't really go to Dallas just because I feel like they're dangerous out there. And I know I'm in the sister city, but yeah, it's not a place I want to go. But this kind of looks like that. So I don't know if some of you are moving here, or there's some type of tie to Dallas, or just a big city. Maybe some of you are trying to figure out if that's where you want to travel to, where you want to move to, because a taxi takes you different places. So maybe you guys are just stopping through, or there's something about that that you want to find out more. But if it's not an actual city, I just see that you guys are moving forward because you have the confidence within yourself to make sure that you get where you need to go. And also, I do feel like a lot of you are going to be surrounding yourself around positive people, and you're going to reap the benefits of that. But also keep in mind that there's people who want to siphon your positive energy, and they may just come around you to get that. And then once it depletes, you know, once they get what they need, they leave, and then they come back when it starts depleting. So just be mindful of that as you move forward. And I'm going to go ahead and read this just for extra clarification and go from there. So we have number 17, which is fill your cup. So I'm going to go ahead and read what this card meaning is. So fill your cup. The element is air and water. So it says deep cellular healing, optimism, hope for a bright future. This card means that you have learned to appreciate your journey as a unique and guided experience with a higher purpose. Pour into yourself. Literally just said that without even looking. By the way, I don't really read these. I just go by what I feel. So it's confirming that. Come back to your earliest sources of joy, creativity, and inspiration, and you will find yourself in a time of supreme spiritual, emotional, and physical wellness. So again, this is about you guys putting into yourself. All that energy that you put into other people, trying to get them to see that you're a great person, that you're a good resource, you're a good employee, you don't need to do all that no more. You know what your capabilities are, and start putting that towards yourself. So maybe you want to start a business, start researching what it takes to get your business up and running. If you want to become a content creator, see what it requires for that. Because to be honest, a lot of people, and not, I know it happens in the spiritual community a lot with people stealing ideas, and not even ideas, stealing readings. I don't think it's happened to me to my knowledge, but it happens a lot where if you're starting a channel or reaction channel, you have people that are copying a template that worked, and it tends to work. So just be mindful of it not being stolen. I always say to people that YouTube, the people that are like doing well, a lot of them, it's their personality. So they could be doing the same exact thing as someone else, but because their personality resonates with people, that's why they continue to see subscribers. Things start pulling, moving up for them. So that's the real thing behind that. So that card is saying to get there and get back to your happy place, your center. The next one we have is the momentum card, which is number 52. I'm gonna go ahead and read that. Sorry for all the clearing of my throat, y'all. I do apologize. Isn't that an Anita Baker song? I don't know why that came up. So this element is fire. This actually comes up a lot. Fire energy comes out a lot with the Capricorn readings I do. And I really feel like it's because we kind of mirror some other zodiacs. For instance, I think Gemini as well as Leo. Capricorn kind of has some similar qualities. Not all, because I'm going to tell y'all my personal experience with Geminis, they're crazy. And Leos are just they're just too out there. They want a lot of attention. So, yeah. But I'm just saying, as far as like the ambition aspect, I do feel like a lot of Capricorn takes from that as well. So this element is fire. It says green means go, cleared blockages and obstacles. This card means change is coming in hot. An incoming direct message, text, or email could shift your reality very soon. You got yourself on the fast track to success. Brace yourself and be prepared to act quickly. So again, if you remain optimistic, which I've always said, it's always hard sometimes for Capricorns to be optimistic because, a lot of us have dealt with a lot of turmoil in our lives. So we may think it's not for us, but I have found that if you do block out, and not just saying that it doesn't exist, but not giving in to all these negative situations, people that are around you, then it actually makes you feel a lot better. And it's more healthier for you. So we're going to break this down and see what we got going on. And then we'll go ahead and pull some of these love ones. I think these ones are mainly used for like clarification, but I'm just going to pull them and see what we got going on with your love life for those of you that care about that part. So let's see what this fill your cup. So we already talked about it being optimistic. You guys getting back to your center. See, this one's also about changing, not caring about other people, what they're thinking, what they're watching within you. So let's see, why does this fill your cup here? Yeah, we have a Two of Swords in reverse. Let me get two more and we'll talk about it. Why is fill your cup here for Capricorn? Speaking of Capricorn, I was going to say speaking of the devil, we have the devil card here. Ooh. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this fill your cup is basically telling me as well that a lot of you are noticing what's a reality. So you're not going to allow other people's toxicity to affect you because you're actually not turning a blind eye anymore and they're acting like you don't, that it doesn't exist. You're understanding that these people are who they are and they're not changing. And there's nothing that you can do to fix and change other people, but there's a lot that you can do to fix and change yourself. And that's what this Eight of Pentacles, we don't never see this because we like to work, but this is saying that you're no longer investing in things that don't suit you and that are not going to bring you joy and happiness. So you guys are putting yourself first. And I know that it may feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but eventually you'll get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm cool with this now. I don't have to hide or act like I don't see something or act like it doesn't bother me because it's actually not going to bother you. So that's what I see with this one. I'm going to get some more, 3 more cards for the fill your cup. Why else is the, I can't even talk. Why is the fill your cup here for Capricorn? Look, we have 5 of Cups in reverse, so you're not allowing people to get you down or make you feel depressed for their actions. We have 8 of Cups. You guys are walking away from that type of energy, which a lot of people don't understand that the feeling of fear and depression is an attack from the enemy whether you believe or not. It's something that is not good for your well-being, your overall well-being. And so a lot of you are understanding that, and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and cry about the things that I no longer have or that I can't obtain. I'm going to move on and find what else I can do. So say if you're in a relationship with someone that just makes you feel like crap, a lot of you are going to just walk away from it. You don't matter. It doesn't matter how long you've known this person, how long you've been involved with them. You want to make sure that you're happy and that you preserve a little something of yourself so you can rebuild and heal. So this is like you're going on a journey to find yourself. And you're never too old to find yourself. A lot of people think like, oh, if you're older, your time has come and went, but that's not the case. Like literally you can restart yourself in your life, to your needs at any time. It doesn't have to be like, oh, it has to be done at this specific age. Why is Figure Cup here? We got two. Look at that, Six of Swords. There's a lot about moving on. So maybe some of you have finalized in your mind that that's what you want to do, or it's a reminder. Because I feel like if things keep coming out in readings, it's because it's a reminder for you to stay on track and stay on the path that you're on. I think sometimes we might think, oh, and you know, things are different now and I can handle it. And then you get into it and you're like, dang, it's the same thing. So it's kind of like a revolving door of chaos and disappointment. And it's kind of like at a point where a lot of you are like, I don't want that no more. So this Six of Swords is like, yeah, I'm aware of the past. It is what it is. I can't change it. There's a lot of bruises I've had from that. Hopefully not physical bruises, but you know, emotional bruises. But it's time for me to move forward. And that's going to be a reminder of what I don't want as I move forward in this path that I'm on, which the path to happiness. This is your wish fulfillment. This is the completion of what it means to you. So let's not get it twisted, okay? This right here doesn't mean that everybody's goal is to have like that white picket fence, the husband, the wife, the children. That might not be people's, you know, forever thing. It could be just you getting a promotion to supervisor, you getting a new car, you getting a new house, you feeling good within yourself. Like, so it doesn't always have to be, you know, what this card depicts as a happy family. It's just you being happy with what you're receiving, whatever that might be for you. So don't put yourself into a box that, oh, this is what I should be, where I should be at this age. This is what I should have at this age, because everybody's life takes them in different paths and you never know how you're going to end up. So that's what I see with this Fill Your Cup. This is basically saying that in order for you guys to go back to that very like basic portion of yourself and rebuild, you do have to let go of this idea that you can fix people, that, and especially toxic people. Like I said, if someone has toxic qualities and they're not actively working on changing that, they never will. And sometimes people get I can't even think of the words because it's coming so fast. Sometimes people think of ways that they can get over on someone. Like that's just their whole like process. That's who they are. And so this is like manipulative, toxic, and a lot of people coddle them and make it seem like what they're doing is okay. So when the next person comes, they keep doing the same stuff until they find the person that it works with. And so some type of situation is no longer working for you, Capricorn, and you're realizing that. So you're no longer going to put in all that effort to try to get it to work. And you're actually going to just walk away from it. Because, and this actually kind of reminds me as well of a connection. There could definitely be a connection that you're involved in where maybe before you used to turn a blind eye, or you used to tell your intuition like, oh no, I'm tripping. So this definitely is giving the vibe that some of you are aware of what someone's been doing, and maybe you've been trying to say, oh no, it's not that. This is telling you that yes, it is that, and these people know what they're doing. So it's best for you to avoid them, and not just avoid them in the sense of, oh, they're not going to be there. It's like avoiding them like spiritually and emotionally. Like you're not even going to think about them. You don't care about what's going on with their life, and not to be rude, but doing all of that and constantly being in this person's space, worrying and caring about what they have going on, brings you guys sadness. So you guys are getting out of that. So that's what I see with that fill your cup card. So we're going to go ahead and see what the momentum card is, or what that means for you guys. And then we'll pull some of these other cards. We shall see. But I hope you guys had a good day. Mine was actually pretty straight. Okay. So let's see why the momentum card is here. And then we're going to pull up some stuff about your love life. And then I'm about to go find me something to eat. So the momentum card is about change, moving forward, following your heart, your desires, things that you want for yourself. All right, so why is the momentum card here? We're going to start off with 3 cards. Why is the momentum card here? We have the Hierophant. And the fill your cup and the momentum card actually go hand in hand. So we might see some similarities here. Why is momentum here? Yeah, see. So we have the Hierophant in reverse. We also have the World card in reverse. And then we have the Chariot. So this one is giving Cancer, I think. Cancer. But this one's a major arcana. So again, change, moving forward. So you guys are going to have to leave some stuff behind. This World in reverse is basically saying that you're not finished with your journey right now. So as it may seem stagnant, or maybe you're at an epiphany moment, but it's not over. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be moving on from something, and you're going to be protected along the way. But I do see here that something that you were loyal to, you're starting to realize that it no longer means what you thought it did. So this could be a person. Maybe there was somebody that you were constantly loyal to. No matter what, you always jump up for joy whenever you get a text or something like that. Or even just a friendship. Maybe this was somebody that you confided in, that you shared personal information with. And you're starting to realize that it was all like kind of a sham. And that this person never even really liked you. They just liked the fact of what you offered them. And so I feel like a lot of you are taking that with you, because there's nothing you can do about what you've offered people in the past. Because this kind of reminds me of the Star card, where it's talking about healing. So just your presence around other people heals them. And so I feel like these people took that for granted, not thinking, oh, I'm going to lose Capricorn someday. And now's the day. And they're kind of not sure. But I can tell you this, and this is something that happens to me, so I'm not sure if you guys could relate. But usually if I'm not around certain people, not only do I feel better, but I see that their life is in shambles. And usually if people have done me wrong, karma always comes back and gets them. And I know that's more of like, people keep saying new age type stuff, but I personally do believe in karma. I don't care what religious background it comes from, but definitely I do believe in karma, because I've seen it happen with my own eyes, with people who have done me wrong. And even for me doing people wrong, I've seen it happen as well. So just keep in mind that you're still winning, even if you're not getting what you feel you deserve from these individuals. Because I can guarantee you, since you no longer talk to certain people, their life is not the best, especially if they were coming from a space of negativity. So, hey, inspired by Jazz. My mouth is so dry. I was eating pistachios, probably like a whole cup worth at work, so my mouth is dry. So what else is thank you, Gigi. What else does Capricorn needs to know about momentum? Oops. And also what this is telling me too is to just let things go. And that kind of goes along with the fill your cup with the 2 of Swords in reverse. Just letting things go and not trying to act like it doesn't bother you. Because that's the thing that I've noticed when things bother me and I go tell people, they're constantly saying, how do I say it? They're basically making it seem like I'm just tripping. So always feel your feelings. Never let anybody dictate how you should feel about a situation, but also don't let it consume you and make you like hypersensitive to everything dealing with that, because some of that can be controlled. Some of it we can't control, but as far as like with us, we can stop and breathe or remove ourselves from the situation. So that's what that is. We have the High Priestess here. So again, this is my spiritual card, like overall spiritual card. So that goes along with what I was just saying. A lot of you have a lot of gifts that maybe you don't talk about. You just know. So in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest, it used to freak me out when things would happen, like synchronicities, where I'll talk about something and then, it happens, stuff like that. But you have to understand that not everybody's going to share in the same thing as you. So it's best to find your own tribe and not a cult. Okay. Y'all know how I feel about that. We are not cults. We should not be cults. Uh, Tarot readers should not be leading cults. Okay. Like, that's just not cool because you're taking advantage of people. But at the end of the day, this is just saying that you guys have that intuition, that natural intuition. So some stuff you just have to keep to yourself. I know it's cool to be like, oh, look what happened, blah, blah, blah. But like, for instance, at work, I didn't even have to say anything. But after my dad had passed away, literally, I don't know if it was somewhere within that same year. I think it was around his birthday. Over the intercom at my job, they called someone to the counter and it was my dad's name, like his first and last name. And I like kind of froze because I heard it, and then the other people around me like, hey, isn't that your dad's name? And so I just had to step away and go in my office to like really just be like wow, because I didn't want people to know that that was what was going on, but stuff like that. So this is basically that card saying that you guys know in your heart when someone is not right, and we have to be responsible for that. We can't always blame the other party like, oh, they shouldn't have did. We're right, they shouldn't have did it, but at the same time you shouldn't accept it. So that's pretty much what it is. And I know that's a tough thing, no one wants to hear it, but it is what it is. So thanks, relaxing sounds, everybody that's coming in. So that's literally what it is. And I took it when I heard that, when I heard my dad's name, I took that as him crossing over. I'm a believer that some people don't cross over just yet. So I feel like he crossed over around his birthday. But it's like my dad's name is not really normal. So it's not like not a generic type of name. So I just thought that was cool. And I think that was meant for me. But even other people noticed that knew my dad's name and stuff like that. So I just go to say that definitely trust your intuition and really sit in it, because sometimes you might get synchronicities like angel numbers, right? That's not always a sign that something's good. And when I say that, it's not in the sense of like, oh, it's a bad thing. It could just be a warning. So it can either be something that you're on the right path, or it could be a warning about something. So just keep that in mind. If you know a toxic person is calling you and they constantly call you at like 222, 1111 or something like that, that to me is it's a sign from your ancestors that you need to watch out, or there's something you need to look into. So just keep in mind, that's at least how I read it. I don't feel like every single angel number or synchronicity means that, oh, that person's for me or that situation's for me. It could just be like, hey, watch the scene and see how it makes you feel type of thing. And definitely watch your dreams as well. I can't tell you. I stopped telling people when they're in my dreams. I know that sounds selfish, but I remember I don't like to scare people. But I literally have dreams of certain people, and it shows me a different side to them. And yeah, I don't get scared, but yeah, I'm just telling y'all all types of stuff. I know I keep a lot of stuff to myself like most Capricorns do, but I feel like it's in the moment to talk about that. But definitely back to this, you guys are very gifted. So those of you who know that you are, this is for you to definitely follow your intuition and listen to what your mind and your body is telling you. So if you get sick around certain people, you might want to stay away from them, because there's something about them that's you're repulsed by. Like they make you sick, you get tired around certain people. Definitely look into that in a deeper sense. And again, not every single thing is a synchronicity, but when you see it, and your mind immediately goes to a specific thing, it's enough for you to look into. And it could also be telling you that if you continue down a path or continue with a specific person, it's not going to lead to anything good. Because I don't know about y'all, but heartbreak is what led me into tarot. And even this, like just listening to it, I didn't even know how I even got to reading them because I've never thought about it. But I've said that before in one of my videos when I first started. Like it literally was just something that was like my life path or something like that. Definitely if you feel nauseous. Look at that, 6 of Wands. Your intuition is not going to steer you wrong. That's what this says to me. This is basically you trusting in your abilities. And don't let people say that you're crazy. Wow. But yeah, so like as you get older, like you have to live, and that's when they say that when you're older, you have more experience and you're supposed to be wiser. Not everybody's wise, but I see it in myself, you know, and I always use myself as an example to not choose specific people, but to talk about my experiences. Like literally, I'm not interested in some of the same things that I was before. And I'm too old to play this like high school game, like popularity. I don't care. I've always been the quirky one. As y'all can see, I get, you know, my glasses, my nails are always different. I just have a different vibe from other people, and I never try to make anyone feel bad about themselves. But I can also, my silence can do more than speaking. So that's what something that I've learned, not to fight everything. Look at that, Knight of Wands. That looked like a police officer. There could be somebody rushing into the desert. Because that's like geckos and stuff. I don't know if that's like the, what's it called? The patrol, border patrol or something. I don't know why that popped up in my head. And then we have the Fool here. So this basically is saying to slow down, Capricorn. So literally you guys have a gift of knowing things, and you're always, I would not say always, but maybe like 80% right? So this is saying that you have to make sure that you're not rushing into a situation or a thought process without thinking it through. It may not be what you're thinking, but sometimes we can go to the negative stuff first and then we work into the positive. And it's kind of like trying to reprogram your mind into thinking, well, I'm deserving of a positive thing. It doesn't always have to be negative, but people will always show you. So this is basically saying be careful with that, with these two, because the Fool literally doesn't process things. They just go with the flow, right? And that's not really how Capricorns operate. We have to know the when, where, why, how long, all of that. Like we want to be prepared. So this is basically going against everything that we know of, and it's basically telling you that you can't always be prepared for everything, but the stuff that you do know about, you can actually make sure that that's not going to contradict how you actually feel and how you operate. Some of you might take a leap of faith, and this even looks like the horse looks like the devil. Those look like horns to me, and I just noticed that. So just be mindful of someone trying to come in and control something about you because you are successful. So someone could be trying to make you feel less than. So just be mindful with this, because this is giving me like authoritative. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna say authority. This is giving authority, right? Like someone's trying to control you, because look, it actually comes out like this where they're clashing. So this is you guys, right? Being prim and proper, you know, doing what you need to do, being successful, making it through. And then this person is coming in with nothing, but they're acting like there's something. So be mindful of those people who are trying to prove a point or trying to act like they are somebody worth giving a chance to or giving your time to, because this person is someone that moves without thinking things through. So be mindful of that. This is somebody that definitely is kind of living in the danger, taking risk. Let me say that. They're in the danger zone. And this person knows that you know stuff as well. So they may try to gaslight you or make you feel like you're lying or that you don't know what you're talking about. But just keep that to yourself, because everybody doesn't need to know what you know. Let's just say it like that. Hey, Jar. Hopefully I said that right. Exactly. Inspired by jazz. Like, I think that I don't really fully tap into what I can do. And it's way beyond, because I think that some people get sensationalized and they're like, oh, I'm a witch and I'm a this. I don't categorize myself that way, because I'm not over here like cooking up stuff and everything. It's just my aura. And I actually, I'm sure some of you may know I'm a probation officer. So I literally do a high risk domestic violence caseload with like violent men. And when they come in my office, they start spilling all their business. Some of them even cry. And it makes me uncomfortable, because I'm like, hold on, this is not the same person about what I read about what you did, but you're in my office crying. So it like really lets me know that I'm a safe space for people. And I don't take that for granted. But also, I'm not going to allow people in my space that are going to take me for granted. So that's where the difference is. So this is just a energy reading for the moment. So let's go ahead and look into the love part. No, I just don't like giving people false hope, because I've heard different readings, even some of mine's coming out. It's the same thing. But again, if something's repeating, that's usually meaning that something hasn't actually finished, or that there's still more work to do. Dang, somebody smoked, and because the fumes, I can like feel it in my throat. Exactly. Like a guy told me today that I just asked him, does he take medication? And he just started talking about his whole life, talking about he takes testosterone and that he has erectile dysfunction. And I'm just like, sir, I did not ask what the medication was for or anything. So literally, some people do overshare, and it could also be nervousness, but yeah, that's extreme oversharing that I don't need to know that stuff. Because why would you need to tell me that, sir? I'm not going to be sleeping with you. So let's not go there. Yeah, dark sky, bright moon. I've been like this since I've started. For those of you that have been rocking with me from the beginning, I've always had that approach of like a counselor type. And I know it's weird, but my mom actually has a psychology degree. So growing up, it kind of was living in a household like that. But I tend to treat people how I want to be treated. And I don't see a problem with me expressing, things that I've experienced to help other people, because there's a lot of times when I used to go through things, I used to feel alone because nobody understood, until I found people who were like-minded and they're like, oh no, I get it and I see why you're saying this. So having that validation, we don't have to have it, but it does help make us feel like, dang, somebody's listening. So that's kind of my approach. So that's funny that you picked up on that. Maybe I should have been a counselor, because they actually do get paid pretty good. But and I actually like my counselor. Right. And to this day, I kind of feel like it's similar, but I can't. My childhood actually wasn't as bad as it appeared to be, but I do feel like I also suppressed a lot of stuff. So I'm in therapy. I 100% feel like everybody should go, because it helps you uncover things that maybe, which is that shadow work that no one likes to do. Like shadow work for real, it's very emotional. I still haven't fully unleashed the shadow work, and I keep telling my therapist, I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. And she's like, well, the only way to heal is to talk about it. So definitely, yeah, they should actually sponsor me, because I always tell people to go there. But definitely, there are some things that you have to work through, because my therapist is actually opening things up that I didn't notice as a child, because we go back to that time, and I'm starting to look at certain things a little different now, but it's actually good to know about that. That's great, Dark Sky. I really feel like because when you're a reader, you have a obligation of some kind to be real. A lot of times people just do whatever. Because I'll be honest, the times that back when I first started, when I was doing like that karmic type readings, I was getting like 21,000 views just on one video. So it's proof that a lot of people say they want change and they want to be different, but they're constantly attracted to that negativity. So if you get stuck in that negative box, it's actually not good for your spiritual or emotional well-being. So that's why I kind of tend to shy away from that, because it'll be easy for me to be like, oh, this is karmic, oh, they're gonna do this, and it just didn't feel right to my spirit and my soul to keep talking about a person cheating on their woman to come to you, like, but they're still with the other person, so you the side piece, right? So I just tend to not go that route, and if it starts feeling like it's going there, I take it in a different direction. Actually, inspired by jazz, I went on growth therapy, and it's funny because I was referred that by a coworker who's not talking to me right now, but I was referred that, and I've been going ever since. It's been like a couple months, and I see a change in myself as well. So definitely, they have tons of people. You can actually, what's that called? Find someone. If you want a man, you can look for a man. You can look for women, black women, whatever you feel comfortable with. And that's what I did. And they have so many, it can become overwhelming. But I literally just chose someone, and we literally kind of mirror each other. So that's kind of why it's great and it works well. So yeah. Yeah, see, Mo Corday, you ahead of the game, because to be honest, I have a problem. I have an anxious attachment, by the way, and that's something that I was like, dang, I didn't know that. But literally, that's something that's hard for me to be vulnerable and open with. So I tend to like be like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. So, but I can't do that no more. I'm too old for that. Yes, growth therapy. I'll probably if you look at the community board after I'm finished, I'll probably go ahead and put that on there. Just the link to the actual website. And they do take insurance, or you can pay out of pocket. With insurance, most insurance, it's like $25 every time that you go. So you can go once a week, and go twice a week, once a month. So however it works for you. Absolutely, Dark Sky. That's how I feel. And of course, my approach is not getting me the, almost million subscribers or anything like that. But that's just, it is what it is. Everybody's different. I'm not knocking any of them either if that's what they want to do. That just doesn't feel right for me. So. Oh yeah, I think I'm like at what 5%, 5 to 10% of the process so far. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Look at that, just cutting the deck. Past love and courting man, and enough of that. Them coming back. But unfortunately, that does happen in real life where people spin the block. Y'all seen it with Ashanti and what's his name, Nelly. That's not gonna be everybody's situation. Okay, sometimes the people spin the block like 5 million times, and they still don't end up with you. So I know it sounds harsh, but it's the reality. So let's see what the love oracle cards. What do the love oracle cards want to tell Capricorn at this moment? and then we'll be finished. I might end on this one. I'm gonna get 3 cards. So what does the love oracle want to tell Capricorn right now? I'm very sensitive. I'm like highly sensitive, and sometimes I get frustrated in myself with that because I take things to heart. I can pick up on the smallest changes. Like, that's how bad it is. All right, so what does Capricorn need to know? Thanks for the likes, y'all. And another thing that bothers me, and this is just me personally, I don't get why people... So on my page, I know I don't have that many people, but I do have, you know, over 10,000 subscribers. If someone comments on my pages, or not my pages, comments on my videos, I take time out to actually respond, even if it's a heart. And there's another guy that he's an older gentleman. I think it's Chef Jeffrey Williams. He popped up on my For You page one day, or my homepage, and I just started watching him. He's like a chef that retired, and he just goes around eating different food, soul food. And he literally has like way more subscribers than me, and he responds under his videos, and it can have thousands. I see hearts all throughout there, and some of them get a response. So my thing is, if you're a subscriber and you're putting money in these people's pocket, because let's not act like, you know, we do get paid for this if you hit a certain amount. Let's not act like you're not getting paid and the subscribers don't have to watch you. So it doesn't take nothing for you to take a day, go through all that, or even hire somebody to respond to your subscribers. Because basically, when I don't get a comment from people or a response, it makes me feel like I'm just another person to put money in your pocket. But that's just me. Now, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. And I know I'm going on a tangent right now, but that's something that really extremely bothers me, because some of these people would not have all the things that they're posting and boasting about if it were not for their subscribers. So let's not sit here and, you know, not give them something back. But I'm done with that. So let me go ahead and get to this, because I don't want to nobody think I am talking about someone specific, but I'm not going to say their name because I'm not trying to get all up in here. You know, somebody running back and telling them, and then it just turns into some ugliness. And it's not a place of envy or jealousy because I'm happy for them. It's more so of like understanding where you came from and where you're at, and understanding that if it weren't for your subscribers, you would not be living the life that you're living. Point blank, period. So... And I would never tell you guys not to watch nobody, because I actually watch, I think it's only one person actually. It used to be like 3 or 4, but over time I graduated from them and I started seeing some things. Because one thing as a reader, we can pick up on certain things with the other people, other readers. So when you start watching them, you can tell if someone's energy is down. So somebody like you guys might not notice or something, but you can tell when their energy is down. You can tell when something's wrong or off. And in those situations, I just don't want to feed myself with that. So I just stopped. Because there was one reader I used to watch, and she, I just said she, well, there's tons of she's, constantly was telling people, oh, the other readers are fake. Don't listen to them. And I'm like, really? Why are you going to knock people like that? Like, you're telling people not to watch someone else. For what? But anyway, that is all I'm going to say on it. I'm gonna keep it moving. And that's absolutely right. Inspired by jazz and relaxing sounds. I've always been transparent. People can look at my very first videos. I may not have known what I was doing or why I needed to do this, but I've never changed. I've never said something that I can't stand on from the past. And this was like, what, 3 years ago? The only thing that I wish I would have never got rid of was my website, because I did lose a lot of my, I'm gonna call them, I don't want to say customers, clients. I lost a lot of them because I was paying an outrageous amount and I had to take breaks. And that's really why I closed it down, because Yeah, so much stuff had happened, and I know that I wasn't doing what I should have done as an owner. So that's what happened with my situation. But yes, and Nikita Kiam, I hope I said that right. I literally, and I say this all the time, if I'm not feeling my best, like literally if I'm angry or frustrated, I'm not going to do a reading. If it's really consuming me, I'm not going to do a reading because we can transfer things to people. And I don't want to put off like a negativity or a negative vibe. And that, like, again, that's why I stopped really talking about karma and karmic, or not karma, but karmic situations and people, because it started getting dark. And I don't want to go into that space, to be honest. So, but yeah, I'm not telling you guys, and let me just quote it in case somebody wants to screen record. I'm not telling you not to go watch other people. I'm just saying that that's what I've seen by watching other people, that you have to take out the time to do something for your subscribers. Like, there's a guy that does reaction videos, and I think he's almost at 1 million. He actually does things every month where people who sign up, and it's still a business, I get it. I'm not trying to say not make your money, but without the people, you won't have the money. So he gives money back to people. And I think that's really cool. Like, it's something that he realized for himself, like, hey, these people are watching me. They're the reason why I have views. I'm getting more subscribers. So I'm going to do something for y'all. So that's exactly what that is. It's an appreciation for their subscribers. And I'm all for it. All right. So let's see. I know I just went off. I said I was going to stop a while back, but maybe I'll do a video one day where we just talking. All right. So what does Capricorn need to know about love? 3 cards that they need to know about love. Absolutely. And I tell you guys that all the time, to think for yourself. This is not a cult. This channel is not a cult. I'm not going to sit here and say that you have to do this or that. Everyone on my channel thinks for themselves. So I'm just here to spread a message. It may not be your situation. Maybe you might take something out of it. Maybe you don't. That's fine. But that's really what I'm here for. So what are 3 love cards for Capricorn right now? And we'll see what it says. Uh-oh. The way they do I guess it's supposed to be a black person, but the way they do them don't look right. What's Capricorn need to know? Ooh. I'm going to take that one because we're trying to come out. We'll put that as a bonus. I like my cards to flip out. Oh, okay. All right. So first card out is dark male. So it says darker than lighter. So I don't know. I don't know if it's talking about the person goes from being dark like in the summertime to like lighter in the winter or something. But this could be someone that's dark skinned. It could be olive skin. I guess they were trying to go for a black guy, but it just looks like the features don't give black. I'm sorry, it don't. But that's what came out. We also have children. So it says childlike innocence and fun. And then we also have courting man. So uniform and professional male. So just by this alone, it can give off 2 vibes. It could be that there could be a dark-skinned person that's in your life that's more on the immature side or a little bit more fun and, to your reservedness. And there could be someone coming in that could be a little bit more professional, more your speed. But it could also be the same person, that they could be a professional male that's going to be coming into your life, or a female. But I'm going by the cards. Okay, so whatever you're looking for, they're dark skinned, it could be them. But they could be someone that's just coming in that's really going to give you a new lease on life, and it's going to start off from, the very beginning. You're going to learn some things from these people. It's going to be like a fun vibe. And it's saying courting. So it's not saying that you're going to be with this person as of these cards. It's basically just saying that it's somebody that you're going to be dating that's going to be fun. So they're going to actually like take you places. And I don't know when this is going to happen, but this is just for a current energy right now. So I do feel like this person's going to take you some places and just have fun. This could also be that this person has children. So just keep in mind that if you date someone, you're also dating their family. So be mindful of that. The bonus card, we have gifts. So we have surprises, presents, and openings. Look at that. So you guys could get something unexpectedly. What I just got from this is that this could be somebody that maybe was immature, and so they're realizing, okay, Capricorn's slipping away. Let me show them something, because they know that you're a different type of person, a different caliber. So they're just trying to show you. Damn, I thought that was something. They're just trying to show you that they appreciate you. So this gifts could be anything. I kind of want to see what that's about though. So I'm gonna be nosy, because that I am. I'm nosy. I may not be into that karmic stuff, which I know that nosy is kind of that, but not in the extreme. But anyway, I'm talking too much. All right, let's see what this gift is about. Childlike innocence and fun. There could be a male here that you might start talking to that's also like a babysitter or something, or they watch kids. Hey, Divine Sunshine. I'm almost done, but most of it was me ranting, so you can fast forward through those parts. All right. Why is gifts here for Capricorn and love? What's the gifts? Oh, we got Four of Pentacles. Dang, this could be something somebody's been holding on to. And a gift could also be just a surprise. Maybe there's something that somebody's holding on to that they're going to tell you or talk about. Oh, Lord. We have the Tower in reverse. Hopefully, I don't know why I got STD, because I know that's been rampant these days. But hopefully they're not going to surprise you with, oh, hey, I have a, STD or something. We have Knight of Cups. Okay. And then I'm going to stop it here. So this gift here is giving surprise. Someone could also be opening up to you emotionally, Capricorn. And again, this could be somebody that maybe you have a past with, because I did see past lover when I was shuffling. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody that you may have dismissed or didn't even know about, that's been holding on to a secret. I feel like somebody does want to tell you something, because we do have this Tower in reverse, but they're afraid. So they kind of teeter on like, okay, I'm going to tell this person, then I'm not. So they go back and forth, but I do feel like somebody wants to express their emotions towards you. This could be someone that has indigenous background, or they're also spiritual as well. So just keep that in mind, that this person could be carry themselves in a professional manner. They could be a working man, and they can have a darker skin tone, and they can just be like the fun to your reservedness. Because I'm gonna be honest, for me personally, I want somebody that's gonna be the opposite. Because I'm boring. I'm really boring. I want somebody that's gonna bring out that like fun side of me. So that's what I see for this situation. So I'm claiming that part. But the gifts just really stood out to me, because this could even be something by Christmas time, because that's like when presents are usually given. But I do feel like somebody's been holding on to some type of emotion, and they really want to talk to you about it. And this is somebody that I feel is like wishy-washy. So the one minute they might feel this way, one minute they don't. But it's giving that someone is trying to hold on to you. This could be someone that has dated others, and they're going to try one more time. So if it's a new person, maybe they've already gone through these situations before, and they're like, oh, I like this one, I vibe with them. If it's somebody that you already are aware of, it literally is just saying that this person's been holding on to you. So no matter how much they try to move on, go to other people, something just directs them back to you. And it's because they're trying to hide how they feel. And there could be several reasons for that. I really am not picking up what those could be right now, but I do get that there's a spiritual gentleman, and this is a darker skinned person as well, that really wants to come towards you and actually start dating you, because this is the same Knight of Cups, and the courting man is someone that's looking for someone that they can talk to, like that they can actually get to know. So that's what I see with your love life right now. Thanks, Nikita. Like, I really always have like all these thoughts in my head, and I have to try to calm myself down, because I don't want to go too far away from what this channel is supposed to be about. And I started another channel, but I just haven't really been doing anything. It was supposed to be my fun channel where I talk about, you know, things in the media, all of that. So the beauty about YouTube is you can start as many channels as you want, I guess. So that's about it. But I do appreciate you guys for chilling with me. You know, I'm always on here for quite some time. I might try to figure out how to get an actual website again, because I actually do miss my website. I just don't want to have to pay extra money, because y'all know I'm a penny pincher. Not in the sense of like, oh, 1 grain of salt, we're only going to put 1 grain of salt. Nothing like that. I just like to make sure I save my money. And like just with my hair, y'all know I started my locks like last year. I started them myself. I retwist my own hair. Literally, I do everything myself because I like to save money. So hopefully by this time next year, my hair will be down here. But I'm cool with where it's at. So if you get anything out of this, just remember to put yourself first, before anybody else's needs. If you start feeling some type of way about certain people, definitely just take a step back to ask yourself, okay, did I say anything? Because sometimes we do. I know I can be reckless, but sometimes we say things that we never know might hurt someone, and other people may not be as forward as you to come out and say, hey, that hurt my feelings, I don't like this. So just keep in mind, y'all, when you start feeling some type of way about someone, do an inventory to see like, okay, is this warranted? Why are they like this? And if you get to that conclusion where you know you didn't do nothing, just let it go. Just let it go. So that is all, y'all. I appreciate y'all for chilling with me this evening. It's time to go get something to eat and then just relax. And there's a guy on YouTube. He is funny. His name is Jay So Weird, I believe it's his channel. He literally watches Tubi movies. He does more, but that's what I've found him on. He watches Tubi movies and he just does like a commentary, and it's so funny. I want to ask him if he's a Capricorn, because his humor is like a dark humor, and I know we can have dark humor. So we're not laughing at the actual situation. He's laughing at like how the actors act the part out. So he's actually pretty cool. He might show up on you guys' homepage if you watch, you know, Tubi stuff. Tubi's not all bad, but you know, they be doing too much sometimes. But anyway, thanks Brianna. Bye Mo. Bye Inspired by Jazz. I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll catch you guys later. You have a good one.